There once was a time in the Dominican Republic, in the countryside, where a mysterious lady was known to walk alone at night. This lady was known to have dark eyes, long black hair, usually covering her body as she was seen without any clothes. Now she was known to be speaking with men that were out and about alone in the woods at night. Also, if men disappeared or appeared dead the next day, the blame would be put on this lady. Her name is La Ciguapa. Now, the most mysterious thing about La Ciguapa is her backwards feet, known to confuse men at night when they try to follow her. Now, in the village near the mountain, there lived two ladies, neighbors, Juanita and Maria. These ladies loved each other. They supported each other with everything. If one needed to borrow sugar, the other person gave his sugar, no problem. If one needed a babysitter really quick so she can go do an errand, all she had to do was call and the other one would be there to help her out. They would always be talking on the phone, talking about the gossip that happened during the village, like the town drunk that would always appear doing crazy things. And they would always call each other for advice. Lately, Juanita has been calling Maria quite a lot, asking for advice on her own marriage. She's married to Juanito, her husband, and they've been having some problems. Juanito has been appearing almost nightly, drunk, past midnight, and never tells Juanito where he's been at. Whenever she asks him, they end up fighting. It's gotten to the point where Juanita doesn't know what to do. It's constant fights, and she suspects because she's heard rumor about town that Juanito's been seeing the waitress at the bar that opens up in the village. She suspects he's been having an affair, but he won't say anything, and he just keeps on appearing at night. He doesn't support her, he's never there for her, and she doesn't know what to do. But one night, Juanita called Maria. Maria, guess what? I went to go make my breakfast this morning, and the juca that I was saving to make that week, it was gone, completely taken out of my kitchen. And Maria says, "What? I can't believe that. Okay, you have to do something about this. Call the carpenter. Tell him to make you a lock on that kitchen door. I've been telling you to do this for a while, and you haven't done this. Get a lock. Make sure no one is able to enter your kitchen door again." Okay, thank you, Maria. You're the best neighbor. So Juanita goes and calls the carpenter and gets that lock done. A couple days later, Juanita calls Maria up again. "Maria, you won't guess what happened now. I was sleeping when I heard the chicken clucking really loud. It was pretty late, so I ran up to go see what had happened to the chicken. When I went into the barn, the chicken was not there. I looked everywhere. I could not find the chicken. All I saw was a big clump of hair. I mean, this hair was long. It was longer than my arm." And Maria would go, "What? I can't believe that this is happening again." "Okay, you need to do something. This is what you're going to do. Call the carpenter again and get him to create you a coop, a chicken coop made out of iron with a lock for your chicken to make sure no one can do this again." "Okay, thank you, Maria. You are the best neighbor ever. I appreciate you." So a few days go by as well, and Juanita calls Maria again. "Maria, you're not going to believe this. I was sleeping at night and I heard my horse neighing, and I jumped up because I knew something was wrong. I went out and I saw my horse, but he looked fine. But all of a sudden, down the road, I heard a woman's laugh. I took my flashlight and I didn't see anyone there. So I went down a bit more and I could not see anyone. There was no one there. When I came back to my horse, He had his ponytail braided up. Someone had braided up his ponytail while I was looking for this laugh. And Maria would go, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening again." Okay, you need to do something. Call the carpenter again and get him to come make a custom made stall with a key for your horse. I know it's a bit expensive, but with all these things happening, you'll need this is worthwhile. Okay, Maria, thank you so much for your advice. I appreciate it. She hangs up. A week goes by. This time, Juanita calls Maria frantic. Maria, Maria, you not guess what happened? I can't believe this. I was sleeping. It was late at night, and I heard my husband getting home, and I was furious. I was going to have it with him because this has been happening so many days. So I went up to go greet him at the door, and he wasn't there, Maria. I went out and I looked at the front of the house. He wasn't there. I looked at the back of the house. He wasn't there. When I came back to the front, I saw footprints. I go, this must be him. So I followed these footprints, and for like 10 minutes, I followed these footprints, and they just led me back to my own house. I am so confused, but guess what? The worst of this, Maria, is this was 4 days ago. I haven't seen my husband since. I've asked around, nobody knows where he is. What am I gonna do, Maria? And Maria says, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this keeps happening." Okay, this is what you're going to do. Nothing. Go back to bed, lock the door. I'll come over in the morning, we'll have some coffee. Forget about this, and have a good night.